The bells of the Tower of Shandon have rung out proudly across the city of Cork for nearly 300 years. It has been a fixture of the city's skyline for 3 centuries. It is one of the most important and recognisable historical structures in the city, and one of only 3 18th century churches in Ireland which still retains its original bells. Built in 1722, St Anne's was constructed on the former site of St Mary's Church, which was destroyed along with Shandon Castle and the North and the South Gate bridges during the Siege of Cork in 1690. In the early 18th century, Shandon emerged as the focal point of the world's butter trade, and with this, the city was transformed. Marshland was drained, Patrick Street was formed, the North and the South Gate bridges were rebuilt. Through all of this growth and bustling emergence of industry, one thing remained constant. The Shandon Bell Tower remained a reminder of the city's rich and proud history. The Tower of St Anne's itself is a breathtaking landmark. Visible from many parts of the city, and in many cases dominating the skyline. The north and east sides of the tower were constructed using red sandstone, said to have come from the ruins of Shandon Castle. The south and east sides of the steeple are built of limestone, which is said to have come from the ruins of the Franciscan Friary on North Mall, which was also destroyed during the siege. The red sandstone and white limestone used to build the tower is said to be the origins of Cork's colours, red and white. The steps of the tower were carved straight into the 7 feet thick walls. They climb up past the clocks, through the belfry, and to the balcony, which is 170 feet above the ground. The tower was raised and the belfry added in 1750 to accommodate the bells. The bells were cast and installed in 1750. They weigh over 6 tons altogether and have been recast twice since their construction, once in 1869 and once in 1908. Despite this, they still bear their original inscriptions. The clock faces were commissioned and erected by the Cork City Corporation in 1847. The bell tower was then given the nickname the Four-Faced Lyre by locals who noticed that the 4 clock faces were not always in complete agreement of the exact time. The fish-shaped weather vane, also known as the Goldie Fish, is over 4 meters long and is painted in gold leaf. It symbolises the salmon fishing industry, which was very important in Cork until the early 19th century. Inside the church, you can find Victorian timber barrel vaulted ceilings, an 18th century barley twist communion rail, and a baptismal font from the original Church of St Mary's that dates back to 1629. The walls are adorned with memorials of families that are associated with the church. The church also boasts 5 stained glass windows, beautifully coloured and of the highest craftsmanship. The view of the city from the balcony area above the clocks on Shandon Tower is like none other in Cork. On a clear day, one can see for miles in every direction and pick out almost any of Cork's landmarks that you may be familiar with. All in all, I find it hard to put my finger on exactly what makes this place so special. I often find myself staring up at the tower, almost in disbelief of what I'm looking at. It's rare these days that you can interact with something as old as this building. The bell tower is something from an almost forgotten age, plucked straight out of the pages of a history book and plopped into the streets of modern Cork, standing proudly between a hotel and never-ending housing developments and apartments. The bells of the Four-Faced Lyre have rung out across the city for the last 300 years, and will continue to ring for hundreds more.